Wait, release. No, like bring it up, right? Right. Put the nail on, right? And then bring it up. No, like bring it up to your shoulder, that. And then I'll film it, like as in you bringing it down. Right. Bring it up like that, and then go like that.
Not full speed though.
No.
Slow motion.
Yeah, it'll look good.
For God's sake, George, will you not just take some direction?
Not like that. Bring it level so I can actually follow it.
Just lift it up.
It's just me. It's Sunday afternoon, and it was lovely and sunny when we arrived, but it's getting a wee bit grey, and the temperature has dropped. I've got my shorts. I don't normally wear shorts, but I've got shorts on. I'm not a person who should be seen in shorts, I can't lie, but here we are. It is remote, there's hardly anyone here. So, all we're doing is strimming. So much strimming, so much mowing, because it's summer and everything grows down here at a tremendous rate. But I wanted to take you along to have a look at our main entrance here, because for what we've got in mind, we don't think it will cope. So let's go and have a look. Believe it or not, this is much better than it was. There is it's not tarmac, it's like a rough, bit sealed road surface under all this. And we have had 4 tons of aggregate delivered to kind of reinforce the bits that needed reinforcing. So over here there's a corner that's been cut over the years. There's basically nothing there, it's just spongy earth. Also behind me, and amongst the trees there's like some sort of spring that comes up out of the ground. The rain percolates and permeates, and it just seems to appear as if by magic right there. It just like burbles up and just washes down here. Excuse my legs. So what we've done is we've reinforced it and widened it as well. The original gate is there. I don't know if you can see that in the trees there. Hold on, I'll turn you around a bit. That's the original gate. It's about, I don't know, maybe a metre shorter than this gate. So we brought this gate down from East Lothian and we installed it. And we took away one of the fence posts and just extended it. So we think now that we can get a skip lorry in here. The trouble is that it might need to reverse all the way up to dump the skip and then drive out the front of us. I don't know. Behind me in the distance there are some cows, I don't know if you can see those, but they're my nemesis, because what they've been doing is they've been congregating in our gateway here and trampling the ground. There have been drainage pipes and whatnot buried, and the cows have destroyed them. So, but they don't seem to be standing here anymore. Obviously we've done put some logs down and stuff, and they're not doing it. So it's a wee bit difficult to get an idea of the space here in terms of the wideness of the gate. But I think maybe we should be okay. We also had a wee dizzy earlier on in the week. We had an email from the council, Borders Council, saying that if we were doing activities down here, we didn't have a lease and we really shouldn't be, and we really should have permission from the leaseholders, the current leaseholders, who, believe it or not, are still Craig Vinian from literally 20 years ago. So I've been in touch with Craig Vinian and they're absolutely fine with us using the grounds, and they've basically divested themselves of any responsibility. So, but it was a dizzy, because we thought, having signed an option to lease, I appreciate that it's not a full lease, that we had certain permissions, but we do now, so it's fine. It's a little known fact about the grounds down here, but we do have our own shooting range up here, our own mini demolition ranch. It's not even a mini demolition ranch. We shoot air guns down here anyway. And what we're doing here is we're building some sort of a shelter from which we can shoot. So this is us just putting some stobs in by way of foundation. We could do the whole postcrete, dig post holes and stuff, but we're going to try it this way. So Ewan's on the mel here, giving it one all day. Doing quite well, has to be said.
It's what happens when that's right.
So, a cat, do you want to come this way a wee bit? Come this way and then have a look at. It's not too bad, I don't mind, but you can see that it's a bit wonky. So we'll put them in at this height, but then we might trim them down. So we need another one at 150, so don't worry if they are squint.
Really getting us in the shot, aren't you?
What?
So you're really getting us in the shot, aren't you?
Good job. Just gonna let rip with it.
Smile, Paul.
They call me a god. 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 Let's go. I'm about to go off like a weapon. Fuel to the top, got a filled up engine. In my thoughts, obsession. I will not stop, no, I'm never second guessing. I got a God complex. Haters love to hate, but I never feel pressed. Got a lot on my plate, but I never get stressed. I'll take all the pressure like I'm acing this test. Tear it up like I'm Jason. I see the world like it's ready for the taking. I see this place like a game I'm playing. Straight to the bank to collect my payments. No negotiations, it's my way, I was born impatient. And like a damn Freemason, I'll run this nation. They call me a god. 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 I don't know how to stop. I just go till I drop. Whether it's working or shots, give it all that I got. You can watch me work in my element. Anyone in the way is irrelevant. You wanna cross me, cool, not intelligent. Cause I don't forget shit like an elephant. Go ahead and tempt me, put it on the line and you'll come up empty. If I got time, I'm deadly, never cut off.
You know, when you set yourself a task and you have an idea of it in your mind's eye and you're thinking, this is how I'll do it, and in your mind as you're doing it, virtually in your mind, you imagine things happening in a way that they don't happen in real life. So that's happened here basically. You saw all that, a montage. So we've got what I'm calling our kind of our I'm not sure what are we calling these, because we're not going to get postcrete. We're not, I mean, I know that's what you would normally do. You'd even maybe get a concrete base, but we're not going to do that. I thought we'd hammer these into the ground and then we'd attach uprights to them, either by screwing them in or lashing them on. But they've just not gone in the ground straight by any measure of the imagination. They are squint. Now I hammered some of them in and those are squint as well. I think maybe with one of those post hole things, those post, what are they called? The post dib, or I don't know what they're called. You know those things that go over the posts and they're weighed? Maybe, or maybe a machine, but with a mel, no, they don't go in straight. So we are going to try and straighten them. That's what those bits of wood are. We've used ratchet straps to kind of pull them straight and then attach these bits of wood. And those ones they're straight this way, but they're not straight that way. So that's the idea there. This is going to be probably 2 or 3 weekends worth of work. We didn't think we'd get it finished this weekend, obviously not. What this is going to be is a shelter from which to shoot. And as you can see up there, we've got our shooting range. We've got a couple of targets, a couple of fire extinguishers, and we'll get more stuff up there, and we'll get up here, get crowds of folk up here, and we can get them shooting at the targets. What else have we done? Well, we've strimmed, we've mowed, we've strimmed, we've had some parents down as well. Always welcome parents on site, so it's always good to let them see what their young folk are doing, but also to get them involved in the project, because it is a big project. Things are progressing out with the land and the building, applying for money. We did have someone that was going to be doing some fundraising for us, but it turns out that he wanted money for that, and that's not really what we're about, so we've said no to that. Thanks, but no thanks. And now it's just a case of me sitting down and filling out lots of application forms, which is fine. It's actually quite a challenging thing to do. I quite enjoy it, so yeah, we'll see how that goes. I suppose before we go, let's go and have a look over there, because the bracken is growing. So you can see behind me the bracken, and that's about 25% of it. There's so much of it beyond the trees there. There's another expanse of bracken, And what we'll do is we'll cut a path up to the water tank, which is way up the back, up that way. Currently inaccessible because of the bracken. I suppose you could walk through it. You will get ticks though, you will get ticks. So we'll cut our path in, our maze. I think we'll do that next week. 2 weeks ago, there was nothing there, and look at it. Crazy. Nature. Also, it's actually encircling us. So at the top of the hill here, the bracken there is like super tall, and it grows all the way around, and it's encroaching down. I feel like a weatherman. It's encroaching down in this direction as well, so we really need to keep that under control. For now, we'll cut our bracken maze and we'll do that next week. It's looking a bit Jurassic Park down here. There may be velociraptors in the bracken. There's so much more to say, so much more work to do. But for now, that's all. Thanks for watching. This is Gosford Bay Outdoors. I'm Paul. I've just climbed a hill and I'm out of breath. Good day.